humans and non-humans alike, and good ever applies to you, and today we are back on Pillars of Eternity PS4 Let's Play. And before I leave, I rested, and apparently Grieving Mother has something she wants to talk about. Is it? You know, I just realized something. Cancel Host was supposedly one of the most strongest people on this planet. We killed him. We are now the most strongest, one of the most strongest people on this planet. Worship me! Anyway, Grieving Mother, what do you want to talk about? As you turn to the Grieving Mother, you find her already at your side. A question rises to the surface of her mind like a bubble from the depths, yet her eyes are cast down.
There is something I would ask of you, Watcher. A burden I would relieve. Yet, even the asking is a burden of another kind.
What is it?
The memories of the birthing bell. The Hollowborn, the mothers. I live in horror now at the lives I could not save, and the lives I bound in ignorance. My days are waking dreams. It feels as though the souls I've wronged have fled the cycle to haunt me. Please, Watcher. I tried once to forget, and yet echoes still tormented my soul. But if you were to cleanse my soul of the memory, I could at last be free of it. Will you grant me this?
Hell no! How will you learn? You'll probably pull this shit again!
I will be the same, only free of the memory. My allegiance, my skill, these will still be dedicated to our cause, to your aid.
No, the memory is both a penance and a lesson. She stiffens if struck. At last, her shoulders slump and she looks back to you.
These memories, the pain, anger, brokenness. How am I to continue when these thoughts fill my mind?
You'll remember them so that you always understand the cost of such drastic measures.
This is a difficult truth, but truth nonetheless. I thank you for your aid, Watcher, even if it is difficult to bear.
I do feel a bit bad for her, though. And nothing we can do. Well, anyway, let's talk to the apprentice. Cancel House tried to kill us, so we murdered him in his study. He was... Oh, right. I guess everything in here wants to kill us now.
Do you cease to see me?
I probably should have expected that. Well, you don't have any backup, so you are not a threat. As if one void zero is enough to get me. Alright, where is that apprentice? Hi, Cancel House apparently had a death wish. You know what, let me save. She might try to kill us once we tell her. Oh no, he was suicidal. He was waiting for one of his apprentices to come and kill him. I had to finish him off for you. He left a note. It turned to dust after I killed him, though. He really should have taken the note away. Considering it was so difficult to kill him, I had to use fire a bunch of times. And a lot of missiles.
I don't believe it. You killed Consulhot. I had nothing to do with any of that, of course.
What are you going to do now? I'm going to continue my research. Path Council has some lore in his library that could be useful. Now, excuse me, I must get back to work. Oh. Okay, I was expecting vengeance of some kind. Damn it, now I can't rob her shit. My kleptomania! Maybe I should have just killed her. Oh well. Let's go through this way now. Oh yeah, when I reloaded, I think it was... Was it before I killed everything in there or after? I don't know.
The term godlike doesn't...
Okay, no, I killed everything in here already.
Carry unlimited quantities of war spoils.
I just didn't search the area yet. Okay. To the bluffs! And if I remember correctly, one of the priests said something about one of their members in Eastern March, I think? Right? I could have sworn they said something about that. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, I can't think of anything. Alright. It's time to leave this place. All objectives have pretty much been completed, except for Durant's. But I don't give a shit about Durant's. So it's perfectly okay. Right, we're gonna go to Eastern March to check that. And then maybe talk to Hylia. Wait, what the hell? What happened to me? Well, I appear to be stuck on nothing. That's an issue. It is a major issue. Oh, you have got to be fucking kidding me. Game? Game? This better be a fucking practical joke. Why am I stuck on a rock? Game! Ugh. Game! 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 I didn't say anything, but I just... a rock. A fucking rock! Yeah, this means fuck looking for that priestess, whatever the fuck, in Eastern March. Fuck it! Yeah, we'll just completely just go straight to where we're supposed to go, and we'll go murder the shit out of that damn dragon. I mean, first we're gonna have to talk to Hylia, but that's about it. This is a long loading screen. Apparently, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic was first released today back in 2004. Oh, wait, that's from yesterday. It was released yesterday in 2004. I still have my original copy for that Xbox. I put it onto my 360 occasionally. Although my copy is fucked in that yeah, it freezes up at the last place on Mandalore. Of all places to freeze up, you couldn't freeze up somewhere in the beginning of the game? So when I was a kid, I could have known about it and maybe gotten a different one? No. Let's wait until the very, very end of the game. Alright. I'm supposed to go to Elm's Reach to talk to Hylia before killing Sky Dragon. Right? Right! Alright, Goddess, what do you want me to do with this dragon? Either way, I plan on sleeping in that temple. I want my bow fully upgraded. If it comes with me in Pillars of Eternity 2, it shall be all-powerful. Game, have you finished loading? Excellent. Where was I supposed to talk to the goddess again? Alright, messengers and items scattered. Task to face this threat. I may be able to communicate with the goddess at Tyr, Veron, and Twins Elm Reach District. Oh, great. Even my survey could the weakest one when it comes to buttons. Okay, Tyr Veron's over here. We already talked to Twins, right? Hey, Twins.
What do you wish to know? We will tell you what we can. Behind us is Ter Evron, said to pierce the shroud itself and a place of communion. None. Until we...
Okay, time to beg deities for help. Ugh. Ugh. What does a dog call a tortoise he's crapped on? A porta potty. That wasn't funny. Wait, why the fuck is that journal here? Hey, right, okay, how do I pray to your gods? Luminescent Audra Shard. Do I just steal everything in here? Okay, do I sleep? How does this praying shit work? Sheridan Charstone blocks passages into sun shadow. Alright, I guess take the Audra? What do I do with it? Do I just rob this? Okay, you know what? Okay, now it lets me. Okay, so I had to take the shard first.
Incredible. A divine contraption that I would dearly love to inspect.
Okay, hello. Oh, deity... something. What is this thing? In the nearby constellation, you make out the shape of a strange horn. From time to time, you think you sense a faint chill emanating from the shrine itself. You know what? Let me save. Alright, look, if you've played RPGs, paranoid saving is a must. You might still be paranoid if something's after you, but it's better to be paranoid than to have to start from a really long way back because the game autosaves overwrite themselves. No, Gallowayne, you know, Hylia. Life's every note, every note of life song. What is this? Your words seem to ring in the air, your voice rendered melodic and tilting by some unseen art. You shut your eyes to pray as you wait in darkness. The world around you changes. You feel sunlight bright and warm on your face. The light breeze carries music to your ears. Oh, I don't know what that was. As vivid as these sensations feel, you somehow know they are not real. You look around and find yourself standing in an open-air temple built on a mountain summit. It's filled with elves, orlins, and assorted other kith. Ringing the entire scene is a fringe of trees, their verdant branches filled with birds of all different colors, shapes, and sizes. Palgina takes it all in with squinting eyes and a wiry smile. And I'm supposed to feel at home here, really? Everyone is singularly absorbed in a particular pursuit. An Orlin sits with a canvas, a paintbrush in his hand, and jars of green, blue, and yellow pigments at his feet. An elf and an almara standing to the side are locked in conversation, their expression dancing with delight. Still others scribble stanzas of poetry or crude sketches on sheets of paper, losing themselves in the delicate minutiae of lines and syllables. You feel the breeze again, and two elves basking in the sunlight shiver. Look at this place! All these people coming together to share their creations and, on a crown, what on earth is that painting supposed to be? The largest group gathers in the middle of the temple. They sing a lush, chaotic harmony composed of several complementary melodies. Others drift toward singers in one and twos as if buffeted by a gust of wind or a phrase of the song. A ripple passes through the trees. You think it's a wind, but the chirping changes to screeching. Hundreds of birds take to the skies, all headed in one direction, away. The devotee glances at the trees, just barely distracted from their activities, but the wind picks up, scattering their pages of poetry and art and ripping the songs from their lips. You look skyward and you follow their gaze. A dark shape blots out the sun. You can't tell what it is, but its unfolds expanse seems to fill the sky. The wind roars over the summit. Yes, that explains the fucking birds! Before you can flee, a shadow falls over the temple. It begins staying in the corner and spreads, blotting out the flagstones. It reaches the nearest gate, a black-furred Orland. The darkness swallows her, leaving only a puff of smoke in her place. The two elves that you saw earlier, a man and a woman, flee. You get a brief image of them huddled in the shadow of a mountain. They seem to see you too, and they reach out, calling silently after you. The others, however, seem frozen as the shadow advances. They likewise vanish one by one. The driving gale scatters their ashes and charred remains of their creations. Your mother holds her head. Songs of joy turns to scream of agony. What purpose, what lesson could possibly lie behind such destruction? You look up again at the source of the shadow, but the eclipsed sun forms a blinding corona around the thing. You can't make out any details. You can, however, feel heat. Restore my temple! You look down and find yourself standing next to a highly enshrined Tiervron. Your pulse still races and your skin is damp with sweat from your strange encounter. Alright, so yes, you want something done to the temple. Whale chime. There's no other response. Well, Whale doesn't give a shit. I don't know what you are. Are you... Bareth? Yep. Glowing stars from nearby constellations. You see a grim shape of a skull. Its jaws are open, as if frozen. It's asking, Bareth! There is life and death in life. There's a rippling shift in the air around you, as if some unfelt wind has changed, bringing unexpected warmth. Feel the peculiar weight of an unseen presence and of eyes upon you. You kneel and pray to Bareth. Even while your eyes are closed, you see a road that seems to stretch on forever. The stars wheel overhead in a clockwork rotation of constellations, disappearing over the horizons. To your left, only horizon, to your right. Oh, there. First their dog gets killed by coughing, now it's all the yawning. Ugh. You try to make out the details on either side of the road, but your eyes can't seem to focus. One moment you think you see a meadow lighted with mist and another sheer canyon walls. For just an instant you even see waves lapping at the edges of the road. When you step into the shifting landscape, you feel certain you would only end up back on the road. You know this is a vision. The packed dirt feels firm beneath your feet, and the night air cool on your face. You are walking, your feet seem to carry you forward of their own accord. Something looms ahead of you. As you get closer, you see tombstone figures that look strangely familiar. Donin, I Anku and Anku I Bonin, two of the oldest representations of Bareth. Remember the door to Phoebon Relog and the two figures carved into the mountain next to it. One looks vaguely male and the other vaguely female. Only a thin layer of flesh covers their skeletal bodies, which twist to face the doorway between them. The doorway, however, is not what you saw in the ruins. It's a skull, gaping and jawless. And as you look on, its open mouth seems to grow. The arms of the two sculptures are set toward the mouth, inviting you in. Enter! The road continues to another shifting landscape surrounded by stars. As you pass through it, you see an identical doorway in the distance. The dwarven man stands there unmoving. You turn and look behind you, only see the skull gate you just passed facing you, and an elven woman waits in the road. Like the dwarf, she stands still. Approach the dwarven man? You continue down the road toward him. He looks up as you approach, but you can't tell if he's looking at you or through you. His face is smooth but flaccid, as if the flesh is detached from the muscles underneath. As you look on, his face begins to change. The wrinkles crack at the corners of his eye. His mouth sinks, carving deep lines from his nose to the corners of his lips. His jowls sag and the loose flesh hangs like dough. He raises his cupped hands. They're covered in blood. He lifts them to his face and smears himself. His newly creased forehead to the wattles of his neck. As he massages the dark, sticky fluid into his skin, the fresh wrinkles disappear. Hanging folds are seen, and his flesh tightens as if adhering to his skull. He lifts his head, and this time you know he's looking at you. His renewed face looks like a mask, artificially smooth and still. Behind it, his black eyes are two hungry pits yawning like at the empty mouths of skulls. Come, make our sacrifice to Athec. No. His body blocks the path. He sends a willing hand for you. Take his hand. You grab his hand, but his skin gives too easily under your grip. As you try to pull away, you hear a noise like dried canvas tearing. His skin splits, following a long seam that begins at his arm and stretches the length of his body. Blood gushes forth in such quantities that you can't imagine there was ever anything else in him. Sure enough, as the dwarf empties of blood, he collapses like a desiccated husk. The blood in the path gleams with 1,000 souls worth of essence. The essence evaporates, trailing shining filaments into the night sky. Only now that he's dead can you continue onward. The blood pools around your feet, and you look up and see the elven woman waiting further down the road. First woman! You start toward her. There's something unnatural about the way she stands. Too still. She's too still. When you get closer, you see that her legs taper into slender trunks, and in place of her feet are gnarled, twisting roots. She lifts her face to the invisible sun. Her long golden hair is the color of autumn leaves. As you look more closely, you realize that her head is actually covered with tendrils and vines, sprouting brilliant yellow leaves. Each glimmers with the essence of an entire soul. Gives you a beatific smile. As you look on, the leaves slowly fall from her head and settle at her roots. They melt into the path beneath her, and almost immediately new leaves sprout in place of the old. She reaches toward you, still smiling as the roots spring through her fingertips. Her outstretched arm bars the path. Come, Graphius, go to the Golden Grove. Take her hand. Her roots twine around your fingers, and as they do, they grow rich and cold. Her outstretched arm petrifies, and as the rough stone bark overtakes her flesh, you can only look on in horror. You break away from her brittle grasp. Her feet are rooted in place as she twists and writhes as if trying to flee her own dying limb. The petrification reaches her shoulders and spread down her body, freezing it in a painful arc. It creases up her neck and she throws her face skyward like a drowning swimmer. The grayness covers her face, freezing her gasped in stone. Now she's still lifeless, you can continue past her. Only the golden leaves on her head remains untouched, and as you watch, they fall one by one to the path below. They shrivel as the shimmering essence fades from them. A voice echoes along the road, barely more than a whisper on the breeze. Return them to the wheel. You lift your gaze and see the skull gate ahead of you on the path. The candles of Tereveron wink through the open mouth. So someone at the Golden Grove and someone at the Bessic Knoll, then. Alright, and who's the last one? Beast of Winter. Struggles of fundamental nature? Oh, wrong prayer! Wrong prayer! Wrong prayer!
This one repels my...
Well, I don't know who fucking Rimgrith is! Alright, people, fight! Fight for your right to party! I know Andra. I piss Andra off every other day.
So much for you.
Oh, I guess after we kill them, if we get the prayer on, we're fine. You kneel and close your eyes. As you pray, the blackness fades to white, and a howling wind fills your ears. A vision that slowly resolves itself into a broad, frozen plain. You see a procession of elves in the distance, periodically fading into a mercy for the whiteness. They trudge over snowbanks, their heads down against the driving winds. As they check past you, one man bundled in furs turns his head. You head into Noonfrost, and the frost-hewn breach too. Before you can answer, he's lumbered ahead. You follow the caravan, and in a couple of minutes you come to a wall of ice. It disappears into the pale emptiness overhead and stretches as far as you can see in either direction. The elves stop in front of a mirror, a smooth section that's framed like a tin door. It seems somehow thinner than the rest of the wall. You can't see what's on the other side, but the debilitating cold emanates from within. The elves pull pickaxes and shovels from their sealskin packs and begin hacking at the smooth ice, their implements flowing through the air in swift, shining arcs. Though they throw their bodies into their labor, not one of them so much as scratches the polished ice. Yet with each blow, something bellows in the distance. Fear calls up to yells, "Hey, you might want to hold off on that!" But the howling wind seems to swallow up his voice. Zeta's head whips around to see where the bellowing is from. "Think about the elves, we need to get ready to move." She turns again to face you, flexing her hands in the cold air, or fight. The elves hack away, seemingly oblivious of the furious howling, as the tremors under your feet. The snow has risen to your knees, your legs frozen in the drift. Your legs feel frozen in the drift. Attack! You strike the nearest elf and he crumbles into a mound of snow. You attack another and she follows just easily. Though you cut down the elves around you, their fellows continue cleaving at the ice, working faster. Even their doubled efforts seem futile. When the last of the elves falls, the belly finally ceases and the wind dies down. A final gale blows past, scattering the remains of the elves in a chaotic flurry. You notice a single spiderweb crack in the smooth bare air. That's the only thing that mars the perfect surface of the ice. There's on the other side of the strange doorway. You feel it tugging at you. Only when you look back and see the parallel gashes trailing behind your legs in the snow do you realize how strong it's
My end comes to all things in time. Seal the frost-hewn breach and instruct the pilgrims in the patience of Remergon.
Plug the hole with a handful of snow. Fill your hand with snow and shove it into the crack. It hardens instantly, and a hoary rime grows over the smooth surface of the frozen doorway, fusing it with the rest of the wall. When you take your hand away, a perfect crystal of ice remains in your palm. As you examine the crystal, the vision around you fades, and the unmelting shard of ice remains in your hand. By noon frost in Twin Elms? Alright, I guess we're gonna have to do these things by order of how far away they are. That seems like the best course of action. At least I didn't have to talk to all of the gods. Damn. I think it was auditions. Audition! Who is your god? Welcome back, I am your host. On Who is your god? Alright, first things first, I guess we go kill the dragon. Dragon, here we come, yeehaw! We're coming for the dragon, here we come, yeehaw! Northwield! Riley Auto Parts. Hello, Demon Noodle. How's your day? You good? Yeah. Yeah, you good? That's good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm giving you scratches. Yeah. Well, you're sitting in the chair next to me just staring at me like, who the fuck is he talking to? So I figured I'd give you scratches. Yeah. Yeah. You're looking at me like I'm losing my mind. Like, oh my god, I need to get away from Uncle before he tries to eat me. Or some shit. He's crazy. Uncle, you're not talking to anyone. Uncle. Allow me to explain. The way this relationship with the cats goes is they're technically considered my sister's children. Therefore, I am their uncle, and our mother is their grandma. Grandma got run over by a reindeer on her way to our house on Christmas Eve. Ashley and Grandpa, we believe. Bye-bye, Stelgar. Northfield Cave, Golden Shine Nest. Where the fuck is this temple shit I'm supposed to go to? I could have sworn it was somewhere around here. Alright? I'm pretty sure it wasn't that cave. We've been in the cave to kill things. Oh, okay, no, we haven't been in the cave. And because there's something still alive. You can tell where the party has been by the fact that there are still things living in the forest there. If they had been there, everything would be dead.
My mind feels sharp as...
I guess next we're gonna go explore cave. Am I sure that's okay though? I could have sworn we came across the damn stairs going up against like a rock face or something somewhere around here. Right? Yeah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, let's save. Alright, here's something we can kill Sky Dragon in 20 minutes. Because I think that's all the time we have left for this episode. Push the boulder out of the way, you! Hear the echoing clatter of the rocks tumbling down the side of the cliff. The sound seems to stir something overhead. A shadow crosses the path, quick as lightning, and vanishes before you can catch a glimpse of what has cast it. But you do see the rapidly growing silhouettes of several more rocks flung down at you from above. Scrambling to action, the party ducks under a small rocky protrusion along the cliff face, but Aloth stumbles and is left just short of shelter. A sudden hailstorm of fist-sized rocks and scattered debris rains down upon them. Battered and bruised, Aloth leaps the final distance to safety. After a short while, thundering rumble of falling stones fades away. Your ordeal past, you continue your climb, and the rest of the journey proceeds without incident, except for Aloth almost getting buried alive or stoned to death. At last, you find yourself at the base of a final twisting set of steps, above which you can see the towering pillars of Hylia's nest. I click continue, right? Continue. Do as I command! Athletic skill is used to perform actions like climbing, swimming, and jumping in scripted interactions. Classes like fighters and barbarians start with the bonus to athletics! Athletics! Alright then, let's go kill a dragon. Oh wait, you've crushed... Wait, how many injuries did you get? Damn, man! -2 intellect and 2 resolve and -4 constitution? I'm half tempted to rest, but... Actually, wait, let's rest. Maybe that'll count. Because I'm at Hylia's nest, so maybe it'll count even if I don't have to kill a dragon. Yes, it counted! Right, Grant's crackling bolt, 2 for rest. I want to look at crackling bolt. And it's now superb. There we go. 30 to 50 shock damage. Alright, we're good. I have gotten my all-powerful bow. Oh, hail the Stormcaller! Oh, that is a beautiful
My, that is large.
and large. As you reach the summit of the mountain, a gust of wind stirs the air. You hear a noise like the snapping of sails, and the sky is briefly blotted out. A dragon lands before you, shaking the ground beneath your feet. It draws itself up to its full height and spreads its wings, barring your passage. Its neck, its back, and the ridge of its spine are covered with magnificent plumage. It hisses at you, and while the sound is unlike any language you've ever heard, the beast's meaning is utterly clear.
Vermin invading my nest, threatening my hatchling. You shall feed my young.
A small worm crouches in a corner of the temple behind the dragon. Be careful, Watcher. Her mind is on edge, not with hunger, but with fear. There's little more dangerous than a mother defending her offspring. You have young? Okay, yeah, I agree with grieving mother there. You have young here?
I will protect my last hatchling to the death. And that death will be yours, rodent.
Hi, has got some
And of the sky and all winged creatures. Even my kind know of her.
Is that why you came here?
I came to care for my remaining hatchling. My kind requires territory. Few places are safe for our young. This is a lesson that cost me the rest of my brood.
I mean, she did say to cleanse her temple. I have a feeling option 2 will start a fight.
So be it. Go then, and with my thanks.
Truly, you are full of surprises and rare insights. Hey, how are the kids doing? Maybe you guys can just offer the dragon food, you know? I mean, there's motherhood, winged creatures, the sky. It's basically all dragon. Anyway, before we go back down, I really didn't want to fight. Find the Noonfrost and Twin Elms. End the lives of 2 figures in Barrett's vision. One is in the Golden Grove. Oh, I'm supposed to kill Arona. Elm Shore. A dwarf in the vision in the early ages station seems to renew himself with blood relativism of ethnic knoll. Is that in Old Song, maybe? Oh, let's check. I mean, seriously, Hylia. I mean, I know a bunch of your followers were eradicated completely, but they really should learn how to run. I mean, who just stands there and goes like, ooh, pretty giant creature from the sky murdering us all. Yay! Yay! Oh my god, yay! I mean, shit, at least 2 people were sensible enough to fucking run. At this point, they really have no one to blame but themselves. And I mean, you're all about motherhood and winged creatures and the sky, and that's literally what that embodies right there. I mean, sure, turning it into its own personal nest is bad, but maybe if you work with like the locals, you know, they offer you food and you don't murder them all while it raises its kids. You know, we could come to a nice mutual understanding that doesn't involve me having to fight a dragon. Pretty, please. I mean, pretty, please. I mean, damn, that last dragon, I had to
hope our duties won't require us to linger too long.
Too bad for you, I like the cold. Hello, Noonfrost. My new home. Take me into the icy embrace. Freeze my soul. Give me the peak, boy, free my soul. I want to give it up to the rock and roll and drift away. Oh! I mean, you can't really call yourself a goddess and be like, yo, kill that thing that killed my followers. That is the very embodiment of the beliefs surrounding me. It's kind of hypocritical. You know? You know. You're looking at me weird again. You're upside down while glaring at me now. What am I the one you're looking at like you're weird? I'm recording here. You're just the one who barges in and sleeps everywhere. She's just like, I'm judging you. Oh no, wait, that's her eye. Oh, she's closed. Let's go. Welcome to Noonfrost. Most of the temple is currently closed for sacred ceremonies to Raimgrand. She forces a smile and waves to the eastern doorway. The shrine is to your right. You're welcome to make your offerings to Raimgrand, but the rest of the temple is off limits. Tell me about Raimgrand. He's a god of cold, entropy, and collapse. Many see him as a harsh god, but few recognize that he also gives life in his own way. All things going to a merciful end in his shadow, only to feed creation elsewhere. She frowned, gnawing her lip. But he is a silent god, and his ways are mysterious. To follow him is to accept inevitability without explanation. In this matter, and in the legacy, it seems that gods are often silent when we most crave guidance. Her eyes dark between two doors on the outside room. If that's all... why is most of the temple closed? I know why. As I said, we're in the middle of sacred ceremonies. We are in the middle of sacred ceremonies. They're rather complex, and we don't permit outsiders to witness them. Others in my clan get rather touchy about them, which is why you should visit the shrine and take your leave. What are you doing here? There's a pity. I was hoping to learn more about these practices. The more complicated, the better, I say. My clan journeyed from the White that wends to pay homage to Rimgrand here at Noonfrost. We'd learned that this place had been abandoned for several years, and we felt it our duty to tend to one of our god's oldest temples. It's been a long journey, but Rimgrand demands endurance. No doubt he will reward us for ours. I'm looking for the Frostian Breach. The barest flush rises in her pale cheeks. As I said, only the shrine in the eastern wing is open. The rest of the temple's closed to visitors right now. I suggest you make your devotions there and leave. Well, that's not covering shit up at all, is it? You guys trying to break into the Noonfrost here? Not a good idea. I'm assuming I have to kill you all. Well, I guess this is a Noonfrost shrine. Water this well is frozen solid, trapping small fish from the lake underneath the temple. Wow, that shit must be really cold. You have no idea. See, water is a very good conductor of heat. It's why most of the time fish are mostly unaffected by the cold, because, you know, the water freezes on top and it stays mostly warm on the bottom. Venturing beyond all doors, do not trespass against our will. So for the water to actually be cold all the way through is incredible. Each line and wrinkle of this warrior beaten frown has been chiseled from the ice. No farther! Turn back and do not cross any doors. The halls beyond us belong to room granted is faithful. You're not very faithful when you're doing what your God's telling you not to do. Your patience and endurance is eventuality. You don't get the good shit. This is not a god to worship if you're looking for rewards, people. At this point, I'm pretty sure it's your own damn fault. You really picked the wrong deity here.
Hello? Hello?
Well,
I'll give it a try, at least. As requested.
If the locals get pissed, at least we could just go and tell them that their god commanded me to stop this. So, it's not like we're doing anything too bad. Your god told me to pull this shit. You're not supposed to be chiseling out walls
I'll
here.
give it a try, at least.
You're supposed to know patience.
As requested.
You're pissing your god off. He's very upset with you.
I think I see something. No
Alright, now time to
prisoners!
rob the religious site. Rob is blind. Windwalker. Quarterstaff, two-handed. Superb. Freezing lash, guarding, increased reach. Ooh. There's a plus enemy engage, huh? 1.8 weapon reach. Well, that's what I thought the quarterstaff had, but apparently it doesn't. Not the quarterstaff, the pike. Oh, here, use this for now. Oh! Oh shit, we were discovered. Kill everything! You aren't supposed to pull this shit. Your god does not approve. Oh! Glenfathen Soul Hunter has arrived seeking employment. She was nearly set upon the reverse on the road, but patrols intervened. What does a Glenfathen Soul Hunter do exactly? +2 and +3. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Who do I want to get rid of? Hell no, not Krogak. Not the Crucible Knight either. Fellow of St. Waidwin. No, so I guess Warden of the Wilds. Higher! Alright, go back to you. We just picked up another grimoire. Where is it? Give me the fucking grimoire! Oh, come on. Actually, that reminds me, I need to put cancel house spells in, his thing. Seal the Frost-hewn breach. Oh, we were discovered. Not like we know stealth. Glass wall. As you near the platform, the temperature drops sharply. Something saps every last bit of warmth from the air, leaving the breath of your lungs cold as it escapes your lips. You see a doorway filled in with glowing ice. Silhouetted against it is an elven man, his arms
Gods,
outstretched.
it's gotten hard to concentrate. You shouldn't be here, traveler. And the others of my clan won't be so lenient if they find you sneaking around.
Rimgram sent me to close the Frostian breach. His red eyes widen. You're a man of compassion. Would you trap us here another 100 lifetimes? We can't continue like this. We've got to find our way into the White Void. The White Void?
Rimergon's domain. A place where all things are mingled like snowflakes in a blizzard. It's a vortex of such chaos that even the Beast of Winter himself could not calculate the trajectory. The infinite particles of essence there. As souls are broken down over successive reincarnations, they become part of the White Void. It is a place where all things find perfect unity and freedom.
Yada yada.
The frost-hewn breach is a weak spot in the barrier between us and the White Void. Thin ice on a frozen lake. We've come from the White that wends to find it.
And you want to open the breach.
So that we can die. Permanently. We've lived more lifetimes than any mortal should. We've been faithful followers of Rimergon since our earliest incarnations. He's the god of entropy. Why would he force us to be reborn again and again?
So you can entropy.
But if anything could pass through the frost-hewn breach, it would enter directly into the White Void. This death is overdue for us. We just have to find a way through.
Can't oppose the will of a god. You think that because Rimgrim spoke to you in a dream, you can march in here and tell us about his will? Or that your elegant words will direct our faith? We followed him, and suffered by him for almost as long as his temple has stood. Now I seek the very end that he promises. Do not lecture me about my duties to my god. Alright then, time to kill you. I'm already gonna piss highly off. I may as well get some gods on my side here. Okay, try not to kill it there.
So much for you.
Alof, the fuck are you going? Oh! Oh, right, I have that plus purring. I completely forgot about mastered spells. Oh, that's sad. Alright. Use that.
My mind feels
Okay, why can't I switch characters? Come on, there you go, damn. There we go. In a second there, I wasn't able to switch characters. It's very annoying. Alright. Yeah, exactly. Your god's god of entropy. You're supposed to wait. Does not like it when you rush ahead like you are. That's why he sent me to kill you. And it's a perfect time to watch Detonate explode everyone.
You give me any more gifts and
Hail
people will
Elf
start
Wizard's
thinking you're playing
Grimoire.
favorites.
Flashfall's Grimoire. Alright, plug the hole with Rimgren Shard. The pedestal of black ice rises from the floor. Long finger-like ice crystals, as hard and clear as diamonds, surround and pierce the altar. A hole has been gouged out of the middle of the altar. Though it can't be more than a few inches deep, it sucks at the air around you. Plug it! The shard fits perfectly. As the cell is in place, the cold around the altar dissipates. Similarly, the portal before you seems to thicken, and the mysterious seepage tapers off. Yay! People in Twin Elms like me! Anyway, that is all the time we have for this episode, so thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you like, want to subscribe. And remember to follow me on Twitter for general updates, pictures of dogs and cats, and whatever else I decide to put up there. So goodbye, humans and non-humans alike, and good ever flies to you. Oh, no, don't be so pale of sorcerer, please.